Hello everybody. I received a lot of palettes over the past few months. It was my birthday, so I bought one of these palettes with birthday money, and then my little sister gave me the other. But they're both from BH Cosmetics, so I thought I might as well put them in the same video. So I want to start off with my least favorite of the two, the one that I bought. Not that it's bad, but the other one's a lot cooler, so. I purchased this one at, oh my gosh, what is the name of the store? Was it Marshall's? I'm so bad with names. No, I believe it was Marshall's. And I got it for $10. It is the Glamorous Butt Blush 10 color blush palette. And I didn't really buy it as a blush palette. I bought it more as an eyeshadow palette. Because you can see these are pretty big pan sizes. They're like decent for blush pan sizes, but for eyeshadow sizes, they're very decent. And I really like pinks and reds and kind of just warm toned colors on my skin. If you saw my ColourPop video, buying this palette is what inspired me to pick up these shades. A lot of them are kind of similar. So I'll just do some really quick swatches and then we can do some tapping. Some of these are not very pigmented or just don't look really nice on the skin, or a little bit patchy, but what do you expect? It was $10, so I don't believe the colors have names. Let's see. It doesn't say anything on the back regarding names, so I'll just swatch them from up, down, left to right. So I'll start with this kind of tan color. And as you can see, these ones tend to have more pigment because they're darker, but these ones didn't really show up that nice on my skin. This one is matte, whereas this one down here, this golden one, I have used as an eyeshadow, but it's definitely shimmery, and I think it doesn't really work as a blush, but it works pretty nice as an eyeshadow. Again, this was only $10, so I feel like if only a couple of the shades look really nice on me, it's worth it, because normally I would pay more than $10 for a single eyeshadow that swatches nicely. So this one right here, I've used as an eyeshadow too, because it's a very soft pink, mauvish color. Although I'm not sure how it will swatch on my arm. It does look a little chunky. But it's a pretty color, regardless. And then this tan shade down here is matte. I suppose if you were pale enough, you could contour or even use some of these as bronzers. Alright, those are the 4 more natural looking shades. This one up here looks a lot brighter on camera. Both of these do, actually. They're a little bit more pale in real life, a little less magenta. Do both of these. This one is more of a purpley kind of tone to it almost, and this one's more pink, where in real life this one is like a coral, and this one is pink. So it just shows that the camera really can change the way that things look. So there's the top one, and there's the bottom one. These are all very pretty colors too. See what I mean about these ones being a little bit more pigmented than the first ones I swatched? Next we're gonna go with, this looks a little bit more orangey in real life, whereas these are all fairly accurate. I haven't really used any of these on my eye because I haven't really had a need for a bright red colors. We'll do that, and we'll do this. Very pigmented. Wow, look at that one. That's so pretty. I feel like if a blush of mine is too pigmented, then I can't go very heavy-handed with it, and I tend to go heavy with blushes. So I feel like that would definitely work better as an eyeshadow for me. And then we'll go to these last two shades. This one and this one. These two look very similar, but let's see how similar they look when I swatch them next to each other. I'll just go right over the tattoo. This one's a little more orangey than that one. There we go. I'm sure if any of you are colorblind or just don't see colors is that different, you're probably thinking that all of these look very similar, and they do. But it's a blush palette, and blushes tend to be pinks and oranges and reds. Sometimes purples, but I really like how these reds turned out. I haven't used them on my eye yet, and I think they're all very pretty. This packaging is a little cheap, but it makes for great tapping. Glamour is at your fingertips with this 10-color blush palette with a blend of complementary matte and shimmer shades of soft nudes, pretty pinks, and deep berry. Get the perfect look by creating your own custom blend of shades that work for you. Now, BH Cosmetics has a couple different blush palettes. I just happened to pick up this one because it was the only one that they had in stock. I like the colors. So the second palette from BH Cosmetics, my sister gave me for my birthday because I asked for it. And she ordered it off Amazon if any of you would like to purchase it. It's called Galaxy Chic. And this one is an eyeshadow palette, and it's 18 color baked. So they're all the baked formula. Those of you who don't know what that means, it's just a different way of making the eyeshadows themselves. Laura Geller makes baked highlighters and blushes. It's a different type of formula, you'll see. But this packaging is already a lot more sturdy than this. This is plastic, whereas this is kind of a, I don't really know, I want to say like a cardboard type material. Oh, and this company is cruelty free, so if you're wondering. I haven't really used this one that much, just because it's all really shimmery shades. Sorry if you just saw me in my chipmunk cheeks. I got my wisdom teeth out yesterday. But what I thought was really pretty about these is that they're all based off of planets, or stars, or just different things that you might find in the night sky. So I'm gonna use this to cover the mirror just because I don't want to blind anybody. I'm going to try to swatch them on this arm and see if I can kind of maneuver around a little bit better. There we go. I just want to get my arm in here too for when I'm swatching. So I think I'm going to go just left to right on this one. So this first color, called Sun, is a very pretty gold, and I have used this one on my eye. I've used it in the inner corner, and I've just kind of used it as an overall highlight. Look how shiny that is. I feel like that could be used as a highlighter for the skin too. This next color, Jupiter. It's very red. All of these are shimmery, so if you're not into shimmers, you might not like it. I'm not really into shimmers, but I really like space, so it tends not to be as pigmented, I find, when there's shimmer involved. Some of these are really pretty subtle shimmers, so that's okay. This one's called Prometheus, and like some of the other ones, you can see that there's multiple shades kind of swirled. So if you were using a brush rather than a finger, I can't really show you because I'm just using my fingers, you could either pick up just the dark color, just that kind of like yellowy white color, or you can mix them. With this one down here, we'll get to it later, but you can use the yellow, the red, or if you swirl it together, it makes a kind of orange color. So it's kind of cool because I find that I have a Laura Geller baked eyeshadow that does the same thing with purple and gold, and it's nice because it's like I have a bunch of different eyeshadows in one because I can just mix it based on what color I want it to be. So we'll just do a little swatch in the middle, getting mostly this kind of, I want to say like a raspberry color. Let's see if it'll pick up on the camera. Guess not. You can see the color. It looks kind of like a bruise. Most of these I haven't used. I've used Sun, Saturn, maybe a little bit of Venus. I have really not used that many. Just because it's summer and I have very oily eyelids. And even when I use a primer, glitter doesn't look amazing on me. This color Aphrodite. It's very pretty though. This is like a wine color. And I noticed it's a little less glittery than the others. It still is shimmery, but it's pretty. The next two are Milky Way and Cosmic. They're both purples. Milky Way has a little bit of white stripes in it, and it's a little bit more dark. And Cosmic is just kind of a true lavender. So we'll do Milky Way and Cosmic. Milky Way and Cosmic. Sorry, my dad's being very loud. Those colors are very, very pretty. They look kind of similar on the skin, but they're very, very pretty. Just even compared to the other, you can look how much glitter is there. I believe this palette was around $17. I'm not really sure because it was a gift, but for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 colors it comes with. If it was, say, the $17 then I believe it was, each shadow is less than $1, so I think that's a really good deal, even if you don't like all the colors in here. I think I'm going to treat this more like a collectible palette. So let's go with Saturn. I'm just going to kind of swirl it all together. So it has a more yellowy tone, even though there is some red in it, just because I swirled it all together. And I've used that one on my lids, and it looks really pretty with kind of a more natural look when you just do a pop of shimmer like that. This color Venus is a very bright orange, which is nice because I don't really have a lot of orange shades. And I really like that color. Now, I really, really like mint greens and light blues, but I just find that they're a little hard for me to wear because they stand out so much because they're not a natural color. So I really just kind of have to be in the right environment to wear them because I can't really wear them to work. I used to wear them to school because I go to a school that is primarily for fashion design majors, even though that's not what my major is. So a lot of the girls, and even some of the guys, have really nice makeup looks. And they wear a really bright color, so I'm not that afraid to wear makeup that's bright. But I definitely can't wear these to work, and I can't really wear them just hanging out because most of my friends are guys, and it might be kind of weird if I just show up with like bright green eyeshadow. So Meteor is a little bit more pale, and Comet is a little bit darker. But I'm gonna swatch both of them. Let's see. Here is Meteor and Comet. Both very pretty. I really like Comet. It almost kind of matches my shirt there. Almost. Not quite. This color is called Earth, and it has white stripes and blue. So it doesn't really actually look like Earth. Earth would have more green in there, but I like what they were going for. And then Neptune next to it, which was always my favorite planet growing up. It's this really rich navy blue. So Earth and Neptune. This entire row down here, and Earth and Neptune, I haven't even swatched yet. So this is kind of exciting. I've had this for almost a month. So Earth, and where is it? Neptune. I find that darker shimmery shades tend to be either not pigmented at all, like Neptune. I mean, there's some pigment there, or like overkill. So let's see. Let's go Mercury, which has a little white in it. Let's go over here. That's really pretty, actually. That's kind of a nice bronze color almost. And then we'll go with Mars. Mars is more red in real life, but this color Asteroid, I don't know if you can see, but there's little flecks of blue. And this Electra color, this blue looks really pretty, so. Asteroid. Looks kind of like a bruise. And then Electra. Running out of room to swatch. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. What is on my hand? It's dirt. Wow, that color is really, really pretty. It really pops on the skin. We have two more colors left. Moon and Pluto, which look very similar. Moon has a little bit more white in it. It turns kind of silvery. Let's just put that up here because we've run out of room. That's really pretty. They're all really pretty. I just love glitter. And Pluto is darker. I don't expect this one to be that pigmented, but this one's got kind of a purple. Wow, look how sparkly my arm looks. I really love this Electra color. I want to swatch that again. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. So, just gonna leave you with some tapping. Because this video ran a little bit longer than I expected it would. But notice how the tapping on here is a lot different than the tapping on here. Let me know which one you like better. I like this one a little bit better personally. Thank you for watching my video. I really hope you liked it. This one was a little more spontaneous, so there wasn't a lot of planning behind it, but I really appreciate each and every one of you that decides to take the time to watch my video. Hopefully, if you were on the fence about buying either of these swatches, I do. So once again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.